Nakita naman po ninyo, at matagal na naman namin sinasabi, ang ombudsman po ngayon ay puppet ng Malacanang. At yan po, araw-araw halos ay napatutunayan. Hindi lamang sa mga pahayag ng ating ombudsman, kundi sa paghahain ng mga kaso. Nakita nyo naman po na bagamat laging nakaamba noon as a veiled threat yung mga kaso laban sa mga ibang senador, noong nagkaroon lamang po ng polarization, ng bagong polarization into majority, new majority, and new minority, biglang sunod-sunod na naghain ng mga kaso. Sinampahan po, o sasampahan pa lamang, hindi ko alam, nasampahan na ba, ng kaso si Senador Marcoleta. Plunder daw, dahil sa kontribusyon. Saan kayo nakakitang plunder? Dahil sa campaign contribution. Kung tama po yun, wala na pong pwedeng mag-contribute sa kampanya ng kahit sino. Lalong-lalo na kung ang tatakbo ay isang re-electionist or a sitting official na running for another position. Kasi lahat po yan magiging plunder, magiging graft, magiging by reason of his office. Hindi po yan ang intensyon ng election law with respect to campaign contributions. Pero wine-weaponize po nila yan. Nakita nyo naman ang collusion between supposedly independent bodies, constitutional bodies at ang executive. Bagamat inabsuelto si Marcoleta ng COMELEC, noong sinabi ng ombudsman na maghahain sila, biglang naghayag si Chairman Garcia ng COMELEC na pakikipagtulungan sila sa ombudsman para sa plunder. Number 2, pati ba naman si Robin Padilla kakasuhan ng obstruction of justice? Anong obstruction? At that time, napakalaki ng question as to whether or not yung warrant ay ng ICC ay pwedeng i-implement dito. At mismong ang DILG, mismong ang presidente nagsabi, there is no order to arrest Senator De La Rosa. Eh bakit obstruction nung pinalabas siya kasama ni Robin sa premises ng Senado? Does the left hand not know what the right hand is doing? Anong klaseng? Hindi ko maintindihan kung sinong nagtitimon, parang rudderless boat ang ating pamahalaan. Sasabihin ng presidente, walang standing order to arrest. Sasabihin ng NBI director, aarestuhin namin, nakipag-coordinate sa former Senate President. Hinabol si Bato, walang standing order to arrest. Ano ba yung standing order? Habulin si Bato? Yun ang order, habulin nyo. Makipaghabulan kayo kay Bato. Bago sasabihin ng DILG, walang standing order. Then you have the DOJ telling the PNP to have a manhunt. Kailan naging under ng DOJ ang PNP? Ang gulo po ng ating gobyerno. Yan po ang nangyayari kung ang liderato, ang mismong chief executive ay hindi alam ang kanyang ginagawa. Ngayon, si Senators Escudero, Senators Villanueva, they are being threatened with cases. Bakit? Because of the impending impeachment trial. Ngayon ko lamang po nakita how brazenly the executive interferes. Nung panahon po ni Corona, nakialam ang executive pero may konting discretion pa by way of projects. Ito, kinakasuhan. Number 2, we denounce in the strongest possible terms in the known universe yung threat ni Senador Lacson na perpetual ba? Ano ba yung term na ginamit niya? Forever walk out. Ang dami-dami na po. I was here last Wednesday as a demonstration of support ng PDP kay Senator Amy Marcos. Although ang instruction sa akin, huwag ka na magsalita, just show yourself there na naka-PDP ka at to convey the unspoken message that PDP is behind the efforts of Senator Amy Marcos. Kaya nandyan lang po ako. When asked to speak by Senator Amy, I respectfully declined. Kasi meron na nga tayong press con. Pero we support Senator Marcos and we support the majority and we denounce the majority for their obstructionist acts of throwing a monkey wrench into the legislative process. Ibig niyong sabihin, pagka ang minority ay hindi nila makuha ang kanilang gusto, sisirain nila. wawasakin nila yung legislative process by depriving the Senate of a quorum? Hindi ba sila hinalal ng milyon-milyon para maging kinatawan? How can you represent the people if you're walking out? How can you discharge legislative functions if you're walking out? Of course, may mechanism. Ang tingin ko dyan, they're trying to force the issue eh. Kasi, under Senate rules, under the rules of any legislature, hindi mo pwedeng i-deprive ng quorum forever ang legislatura. The Senate President, in the case of our Senate, may order the Senate Sergeant at Arms to arrest and bodily bring any member to the plenary in order to constitute a quorum. Siyempre, mabigat kung gagawin mo yon. They're trying to provoke. Bago sasabihin pa ha, ito nakakatawa eh. This goes against the grain of everything that we have been taught in constitutional law. Kaya questionin daw nila yung ginagawa ng majority with respect to the rules. Dahil abuse. Since when has changing the rules been an abuse? Prerogative po yan, exclusive prerogative of either the House or the Senate na palitan ang rules niya. Ngayon, may principle po dyan of justiciability. Hindi ko maintindihan ha. Kasi ang tinuro po sa akin ni Mel Santamaria na hindi niya sinusunod ngayon, kapag ginagawa pa lang ang batas o any amendment of the rules, hindi pa ripe for adjudication yan. You cannot go to the Supreme Court. You can only go to the Supreme Court kapag yung batas ay napasa na or yung rules ay pinasa na ng majority. That's when you question it. If you can question it at all. Dahil exclusive yan. Hindi pa sinabi ni Tito Soto, do you see how hypocritical these people are? Sabi ni Tito Soto, the Senate has the exclusive right to make its rules, blah, blah, blah. Pagkatapos ngayon, pupunta daw siya sa Supreme Court para questionin kung bakit iniiba yung rules. Gusto niya noon, ayaw niyang makialam ang Supreme Court, noong in-invalidate yung impeachment, ngayon gusto niyang makialam ang Supreme Court. On the same principle, yung acts exclusively belonging to the province of the Senate in performing. Good luck after insulting the Supreme Court, after saying that the members thereof are ignorant, etc. Pupunta ka ngayon sa Supreme Court, good luck. Baka ang mangyari sa kanya pag may sinabi siya sabihin sa kanya ng Supreme Court acheche. Insultuhin mo yung Supreme Court bago pupunta ron. Sinasabi pa nila, may nagsabi sa akin, pwede daw hindi sundin yung order ng Supreme Court. Bakit pupunta ka sa Supreme Court? Diba? How hypocritical these people are. Noong panahon ni Trillanes na nakukulong, gusto nila remote participation. Noong panahon ni De Lima nakakulong, remote participation. Ngayon, ayaw nila. And then, someone will say na, minamadali nyo ba ito? Dahil may makukulong na sa inyo? What a thing to say to your colleagues. That's the problem of electing characters to the Senate. Diba? I will just vary the old saying, diba? When you elect clowns to the Senate, the clowns do not become honorable. The Senate becomes a circus. Matindi po yung sinabing yun. If there's anything that is unparliamentary, hindi yung ginawa ni Senator Aimee, because that forms part of the prerogative of any senator to rise on a question of privilege. Hindi kasi marunong yung ibang mga senador natin. Kung mababasa nila yung mga ibang privilege speeches before martial law, ni na Jokno, ni na Ninoy, ni na Tanyari, mas matitindi pa sa ginawa. Those of you do not remember, matanda na po kasi ako yata pinakamatanda rito Kasi before the advent of the internet, of social media, lahat po ng privilege speeches ng mga senador, pinapublish nila. Then meron noong tinatawag na franking privilege. Libre po, pag nag-mail sa inyo ang mga senador ng kahit ano, libre, hindi kailangan ng post office stamp. Ginagamit po yun ng mga senador, daan-daan libo minimail nila kung sino-sino, lalo na yung mga local government officials. My father was a board member, he was a councilor. Lagi siya nakakatanggap ng kopya ng mga privilege speeches. Pinababasa niya sa akin. Matitindi. Si Ninoy accused President Marcos Sr. of orchestrating the Jabida Massacre. Ngayon, dinibang, wala naman palang pruweba, sabi ni Bobby Tiglao. Hindi po kailangan na may proof doon. Privilege nga yun eh. Why is there such a doctrine as the rubric of privilege? It's to encourage every senator in representation of the millions who voted for him or her na pagsalita freely without fear of reprisal except before his peers by way of an ethics committee complaint. At this point, let's welcome former Secretary Mike Defensor. Dito ba sa gitna? Hindi, dito ba? Hindi ka dyan. Dito ba? Hindi.
Highlight.
Dapat yung pinakagwapo nasa gitna. Yung mga gwapo dapat nasa gitna. Kaming mga... Oh, dito ka na. Yan. We will evacuate. Oh. Parang hindi nila tayo kilala, no? Ay, oo, sige po. Opo.
Picture lang muna, nagre-request ng picture yung photographers. Picture mo na, tingin lang sa harap. Sa right, sa kaliwa mo na. Kaliwa mo na. Sa gitna naman. Sa gitna, parang pwede. Sa gitna.
Ako sa taas naman. Kuya mo.
Dito naman sa right side.
Quarter turn.
Right side.
Quarter turn to the right. Another quarter turn, ladies. Anyway, to continue with the kind permission of my Sec Mike, actually I was just blabbering about here dahil hinihintay ka namin. Now that you're here, I can wind up. Anyway, yun po ang concern ng PDP. We are appealing to our senators for sobriety. Yung pinagsasasabi nilang tyranny of the majority, there is no such thing. In a democracy, talagang majority ang nasusunod. Bakit? Nung nanalo ba si BBM, may nagsabing tyranny of the majority. That is democracy. The majority rules. Yun po yun. Wala tayong magagawa doon. Those are the rules. And the rules of the Senate are subject to amendment at any time by the will of the majority. Wala pong tyranny rito. Puro kahipokrituhan, puro demagoguery ang pinagsasabi ng minority. Ngayon, I challenge Senator Lacson. Kasi isa pang ipokrito yan eh. Surrender siya kay Bato. Unang-una, pumirma yata siya dun sa Resolution 44, di ba? Si Ping. Pagkatapos surrender, hindi naman siya sumurrender noon. Nagtago siya. Yung all those calling for the surrender of Senator Bato are hypocrites. Because yung sina Teddy Casino, sina Lisa Masa noong 2006, ewan ko kung buhay na yung iba sa inyo rito, nagtago yan ilang linggo sa loob ng House of Representatives. Diba? Tignan nyo yung mga news reports. Pinagmalaki pa ni Lisa Masa, doon na daw siya naglalaban ng panty sa loob ng House of Representatives sa lababo. To evade arrest. Si Trillanes, ganun din. Si De Lima, 2 araw yan nakiusap. I was there. Kasi kami yung ng VACC yung nag-file nung Bilibid drug case. We were there nung isa-serve yung warrant. Nakiusap si De Lima, baka pwedeng 2 days muna ako rito to wind up. Hindi siya pinasok. Walang nagpumilit pumasok doon para arestuhin siya. Now they're calling for surrender. They are justifying yung pagpasok sa Senate. Kakapal ng mukha nitong mga to eh. Grabe. Si Lacson nga ang nag-coin ng word fugitive from injustice. Swerte lang yan si Lacson, sinuportahan niya si Noynoy, tumawid ang administrasyon, noong ginrant yung certiorari niya ng Court of Appeals, yung si Solicitor General Cadiz, an Aquino appointee, did not appeal. Can you imagine the crime of the decade, hindi mo i-appeal yung pagkatalo ng gobyerno? Solicitor General ka. Yung mga annulment cases nga na ordinaryo, ina-appeal automatically ng OSG, siya hindi niya appeal. Yung Dacer Corbito double murder, may 2 tao na patay. On a technicality, nag-grant yung lifting ng warrant ng principal accused, hindi mo i-appeal. Yan ang tirada. Diyan swerte si Ping. Swerte lang talaga si Ping. But one day his luck will run out. Anyway, I challenge him. Sige, pakita nyo yung tunay na mukha nyo sa sambayan ng Pilipino. Forever mag-walk out kayo. Sige. Pakita nyo. Show your true colors. Ganyan naman kayo. Pikon kayo eh. Pag kayo majority, okay lang. Pag kayo minority, hindi okay. And to end this tirade, I wish to announce that after this, I am proceeding to the Supreme Court to file a case for indirect contempt against Representative Sara Ilago na isa pang ipokrito. Gustong-gusto niya, ayaw niya na siya ay binabatikos. Pero gusto niya, igalang daw siya, etc. etc. Although wala namang misogynistic sa sinasabi ko, I was mocking her. I was making a point as part of a political debate. Napaka-sensitive mo. Pero pagdating sa rules ng korte, ay babastusin mo yung rules. Sinasabi na sa rules of court na confidential yung disbarment, ire-reveal mo. Bastos ka. Ayaw mong bastusin, pero bastos ka. At yung Makabayan Black, bastos yung mga yan. Dapat nga i-change yung last letter niyan eh. Hindi, letter G. No, anyway. Anyway, ganyan po, we will not stand for such hypocrisy. We will not stand for a violation of our rights. Ang gusto niyo mga yan, sila, red tagging, puro hipokrito eh. Sila, nagagalit sila pag nire-red tag sila, pero ang lakas nila ng loob, magsabing pasista, magdanakaw, si ganito, si ganon, ang matindi ang hypocrisy. We will teach them a lesson. And also in the works, last na po ito, because I know you're anticipating the talk of Secretary Defensor, it's a civil suit against actress Jasmine Curtis is also in the works. Kasi alam nyo, yung mga yung snowflakes, liberal woketards, ang hilig-hilig bumanat, babanatan si Pangulong Duterte, pagka sasabihin nakakadiri si Suntay, pag sila ang kino-call out, nagagalit sila, nagdedemanda sila. Let's give them a dose of their own medicine. Hindi pwede yan. Kayo lang ang pwedeng bumatikos. Kami hindi pwedeng mag-respond, demanda nyo. Magdemandahan tayo. Forever. Kung may forever walk out, forever demandahan tayo. I will not stand for such hypocrisy, if only to make a point na hindi pwede yung mindset nyo na kayo lang ang pwedeng mamintas, ayaw niyong mapipintasan. That's BS. I will not stand for that, and I will stand up for my rights. Anyway, maraming salamat po, and now I turn over the floor. Baka bigla siyang sumagaw na, I have the floor! Magalit na. Baka bigla ko sigawan na, I have the floor! Magkamayan pa kami mamaya.